Good evening, everyone, and welcome to GrayManPrepping. It is time here for Tactical Tuesday, Talk Tactics, Gear, and more. And tonight's topic is, what new skills are you learning? And how's everybody doing out there? Jump over to the comment section so I can catch up to everybody here. All right, first one in was Mark at Chef Tech, followed by Walt Rogers, who is a 14-month member. Phelan Clan Wolf came in next, then Shadow Scout Swede, followed by CB at Hugo Homestead, then Mother Earth Garden Club, and everyone's talking there. Ace Man came in, and Kalen Strange, and they're caught up. Those are the ones that are in here right now. May get a few more coming over here from Cold War Prepper soon as he's done. Here comes Utah Mike. Got no notification tonight. Yeah, it's one of those things going on. YouTube's going, oh, we're not going to send things out. Oh, we're going to send out to some people. And yeah. Hey, Joseph Moore. Oh, man. Man, my grandkids decided they were going to give me a present a couple days ago. Got a runny nose and achy head, and back of my throat's just so sore. I couldn't even do a good, shout out for CB when she came in here. So, before I forget, I'm going to drop the link in here for those of you who want to come up here that we can talk about this in person. So tonight's topic is tagging off of what I've been saying for the last, just about all year, at the end of my videos, my regular videos and stuff. And I even mention it sometimes at the end of the live streams is, tell everybody, continue adding to their preps: water, food, medicine, clothing, add a new skill every month. So, someone, I forget who it was, suggested, someone suggested it, and I added it to the list, and 3 other people suggested it right after that, about adding skills to things so everyone can see what they're going, what other skills other people are learning. And Kaylin has one here. Insurance red tape. Being able to navigate bureaucracies and make them do the things they're supposed to do, is a skill unto itself. CR is here. Creative redundancy. Woo! All right, and let's see. All right, so we got a quiz going up there. And it's going to go over and look at it, see what it says here. You might show it to me. All right, 13 votes. It's just dropping. Now it's going back and forth. Okay, it's now at 57% want to stay here, but I still have 6 other votes from on the community tab where they want to move it up 2 hours early, so it'd be an hour before. It'd be the hour before Cold War Prepper. So that's the okay. Now we're 50%. All right. Let's see some more coming in here. All right, so we got Midnight Blues here. Mark. I can load you up a whole bunch more skills. Devil Dog Preppers here. Okay, understand. Devil Dog. I mean, not Devil Dog. I mean, Midnight Blue. Holly's Evans is here. Sue Me is here. Let's see. Cold War Preppers in here. Dana 2's in here. All right, so we're picking up a few more people here. And so just coming in. Yeah, my grandkids gave me a head cold. So, oh man. So I'm taking medicine and I'm snacking here on some cheese. So the medicine doesn't give me stuff, the runs. All righty. So let's see if I don't know if it will allow me to pin that link or will end the poll. Okay, we're up to 46% on the poll. 56% to move it to the hour before Cold War Prepper. That way I get done when he starts. All right, because I know a lot of people back east have complaining that it's kind of hard. All right, let me go check where did I put that link. See if I can save that link up. Let's see if that'll do. And message. Okay, they're both up there. Okay, yeah. All right, so it shows still has the poll and it has the link for those who want to come up here and talk. All right. Excellent. And I froze. I think guys need to learn how to sew quilts. Yes, my wife has taught me how to sew quilts somewhat. Although every time I try to help her, she goes, no, this is mine. This is mine. I want to do this one. So I just sit there and watch her. Candle making, yeah. So let's go ahead and come on, get off it. All right. The chat's going by, trying to click off of one there. All right, so let's go get over here on this. And so one of the things I was thinking about here on the, what new skills are you learning to use or learning is, are they usable now skills? Are they skills that you can use now and not just have a basic knowledge of that skill, but become an expert in that skill? So that's something to consider is, usable now skills. Then there are hobby skills. Hobby skills are something that, you do because it's fun. It's a skill you learn for it. And we'll cover that. I'll go into that a little bit here. And then there are multiple level skills. So we're going to go into all of these. So let me switch this around until someone else comes up here. I can put it small. I can sit here and talk about it. So usable now skills. Usable now skills. Electrical wiring, construction, drywalling, building stuff, plumbing, metalworking, something that you can use now to, depending on what field you're doing. The usable now skills specifically is anybody owns a home repair skills. Boom, right there. Boom. There are skills because you'd be surprised. Oh man, it's just it hurts watching some of these memes on Facebook that the people are grabbing off of Twitter and just totally, they're so. I said these people have been these people have suffered from child abuse by not being taught common sense. Okay, hang on. What do we got here? Going by here. Okay, I'm looking to see gardening. Gardening, yeah, gardening is a multiple level, and we'll get to that. Yeah, CR has done several videos where he's sewing. Actually, martial arts training, yes, counts as a skill because in the end of the world as we know it, you may be able to be having people, pay you to teach them how to defend themselves. Let's see here. Roll up here a bit. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, candles. Lee mentioned candles earlier, and I got something to show on candles here later on. Repairs beyond duct tape. Hey, skill of duct tape is amazing. Um, yeah, so I thought there too late to make a comment because it already gone by on Lee's channel there, Sue Me, when you said you picked up the Epsom salts for doing the starting the seeds. Budgeting is something you can do. It's a usable skill now. Um, but the staff sergeant, my wife, I'm tired of this camera. Just there we go. There we go. Now I'm adjusted right. My wife's the staff sergeant is an accountant, and a couple years after we got married, she was working on our budget and stuff. Found a to redo the mortgage. So I had the mortgage. I had a second. Got the second paid off. At this time, she found a lender that would give us a great rate, and so we went from a 30-year loan to a 15-year loan, and the difference in what we were paying per month, because usually on a 15-year loan you wind up paying a bunch more. It only went up $56 because the froze. The rate we got went down. So knowing budgeting and stuff is something on that. And then of course we paid debt off early, and right now she's budgeting everything. So the house across the street that we bought up here in 2016 has just a few years left on it. That's the way she budgets things and pays things off. I see. Cooking is a skill, yeah, and that's a cooking. Oh, it's cooking skills. Some of the there's all right. There's one that pops to mind. Hang on, I got it. I got a drippy nose here. Grandkids gave me a head cold, so I got a drippy nose. Oh man, sorry, folks. All right, so she posted a meme, and this other guy posted it, and he's just shaking his head, going out. She goes, "The hot sauce," and it's just a standard. I can't think of the name of it right now. It's the one that has the mariachi player on it, the wooden peg for the hot sauce, And he goes, she goes, "This is too hot for me to handle. So I'm going to show you how to turn down the heat on it." And she gets out this little colander in a bowl. And she goes, "First, you pour it into the colander, you run water through it to wash the heat off of it." All right, I know I'm falling behind on the chat here. I'm way behind on the chat here. But yeah, so cooking something. Yes, yeah, exactly. Street smart. Got to know your areas. Knitting socks is cool. And let's see here. Yeah, they don't do. I had the same classes, but at home before I was a teenager. Mm, yeah. Small engine repair, yes, especially afterwards. Small engine repair. Let's see, you guys. Just yeah. All right. Herbal remedies. That's one to use now and later on. And it's also got multiple levels to it too. It has multiple levels, like as far as sort of stuff you do. Uh, yeah, checked off. It was the Tapatia. I think it was. I know I got some in here, so yeah, I know it's like this. Some of the, I got several hot sauces in here. Uh, Building a chicken coop. Okay. And that's what I want to get licensed for, gunsmithing. In high school, my junior and senior year, I had all my important classes done. I could have graduated as a junior, but my parents wanted me to try to take more stuff in high school. It's like, right, fine. So, especially my senior year, I had one class that lasts half a semester, and all the rest of my senior year was in metal shop. And yeah, I became a master on that ex-military lathe they had. Like, nutrition planning, fabrication, EMT, yeah, medical training, all sorts of medical skills. And on this part, the EMT portion, if you have a volunteer fire department, or fire department has volunteer people with it, and you want to be an EMT, they will pay your way to be an EMT, but you got to put in like 4 or 6 years as a EMT with that fire department, on the volunteer basis time. Okay, let me see if I can get am I caught up? Oh, I'm caught up here almost. So go down here. Yeah, public speaking. Some people need it, others don't. They can just go. Some people can start off a conversation. Next thing you know, they sold you the Brooklyn Bridge, the Golden Gate Bridge, and 5,000 acres down there in Florida. Leadership skills. Yeah. All right. So, all right. Ace Man's on volunteer. Cool. All right. So, other usable skills now. Okay, I'm pulling away from the chat here, trying to catch it. Like I said, electrical work, plumbing, anything on the house for fixing the house, and then your car, learning how to do some things, change the oil, do brake jobs, work on stuff like that. It's like I really miss my old 1965 Dodge Power Wagon 1-ton. If I'd known what I'd known when I got rid of it, I would have just put it in storage and brought it up here. Hey, Butch, how's it going? So, because that thing, there was no computer chip on it. If you had the manual for that, it told you how to do everything. Change the spark plugs. How the gap on the spark plugs. How much before top dead center was the spark for setting the timing on it and stuff. Other skills. Oh, hunting. If you go hunting now, do you know how to butcher your whatever you harvest hunting? All right, here's someone with a skill that afterwards, after the balloon goes up, whatever, they can share that skill by teaching others. Need to be more self-efficient. Yeah. Yes. All right. Yeah. Sierra, I'd be more concerned about knowing how to repair a generator than a snowblower. Hobby skills. Hobby skills would be like beekeeping. Something you can do now. It's a hobby, beekeeping, because you're going to spend every day on the hive, working the hive. All right. Lee's his Bachelor of Arts is in Russian. Cool. So beekeeping is one, and that's a multiple level one too. But beekeeping, learning how to do the beekeeping, then how to harvest the honey, then processing and harvesting honey takes it to another level. So that's a multiple level skill. Let's see, other hobby skills. Oh, everyone's talked about here about candle making, and hang on, let me, I got to bring up a a tab over here so I can bring it up here. Bring up my Amazon page because I got something in there that okay, so I have down here one of my candle making. So I've been thinking about making candles, and I found about all these little the molds and stuff for making stuff, from Christmas ornaments to Halloween ornaments, all sorts of cool ones and stuff. Oh, the boxes of paraffin and stuff. Oh, price dropped on this one 3%, but regular candles, all different getting wicks and stuff. How to make everything on and the dies and stuff. So I got everything here set up. It's just one of these times it's all right, when am I going to start doing it? Well, right now I'm busy on the property, but let me go ahead and drop that down and go back here. Brewing and distilling, yes. I'm trying to think. I know White Family Farm has got a distiller, and some other ones have gotten stuff. So other distillers as well. So they're not using it for brewing. They're using it for other stuff. But in a wacky situation, the end of the world as we know it, guess what they're going to be doing? They're going to be brewing. Okay, what I missed? What I missed? Okay. You can take classes. They are offering classes here, but we're not ready for bees yet, and so we don't want to take the class and forget everything. Hobbies, ice fishing, fishing. Yeah. Oh, leatherworking. There we go. Leatherworking. Fast. Blacksmithing. Yeah, good ones there. We catch back up here, down here. Brewing. Okay, right now my daughter and her husband are doing this really well. I just put out a video over on Camp Patton Family Compound, showing my daughter's latest additions. So they picked up, they added to their flock of chickens 12 new Rhode Island Reds, 5 Buffington, something or the Buffingtons, and then they got 4 white Cornish cross meat birds. So and they harvest theirs, and they got rabbits. Oh, they got rabbits. The rabbits. They thought one of the rabbits they thought was a female turns out to be a buck, and he was in there with the females, and they have 4 females that are pregnant right now, due within the next week or two. Yeah. Let's see here. Lori's here, Queen of the North. Woohoo! All hail the Queen of the North. Yep. Yeah, I'm too buzzy right now to do bees. Buff or Orpingtons, yes, that's it. Buff or Orpingtons. That's what they got 5 of those. The thing is, they got those 5 of those like 3 or 4 weeks after they had got the other ones. So, pressure canning. Yeah, it's not scary. I've actually done pressure canning. I did a live stream pressure canning. I just got to find time to do it. And here he comes. And let's go switch over here. Hey, Mark.
New picture.
Okay, I'm trying to place it.
It's me with some kind of filter I did on some program.
Because you look like a character from Demolition Man.
Yeah, sure, that works.
You remember the assistant to the leader of the future world there? How may I serve thee? Except he wasn't wearing the thing. I mean, the hair and everything. Just all right.
I transferred my stuff to a new iPad and it had no pictures. I'm like, okay, I'll pick one. Sure.
Yeah. All right. Let's see here.
No.
Yeah, not just pressure canning, water bath canning.
Just food preserving.
Yeah, but that's a multiple level one, food
Yes.
preserving, because that goes on, and that's something to do now. That's a usable skill now. That's a hobby skill on multiple levels, and especially if you do electrical skills, develop some electrical skills, and get yourself some solar panels and stuff like that, so you can have power. If you have a stream nearby, you can make a water wheel and produce electricity. Doesn't have to be a lot, just a little to charge up batteries and stuff, so you can work on stuff for dehydrating or freeze drying or whatever like that. So, and there's dehydrating. Kaylin said dehydrating. Yep.
You can dehydrate without electricity.
Yes. Pimento Prepared built a solar dehydrator that's on wheels, so you can take it out and you can track the sun with it. Yes. Forestry management.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Very important. I'm going back up because I know I missed some. All right. Catch you back up. Water bathing fresh eggs this weekend.
What?
Now you're talking about canning them, or are you talking about water glassing them, where you put them in the
Lime,
that soda stuff, whatever solution, and you store them in there and put them away, and they're good for 15 years.
It's like a pickling lime.
Yeah. Made elderberry. Oh, and elderberry jam is not just jam. If you do it right, it's also a good municipal health, cough syrup and stuff from the elderberry jam and stuff like that. Lori. Okay. Here's the second comment Lori did. The one before it.
Ouch.
Oh, all right. Everybody's laughing at that one. Staking lime, yes. Water glassing, yeah. And of course, Ciara had to make a joke on her joke, but of jokes. It's the cleanest. It's the cleanest.
Yeah.
It's the cleanest joke she has about the toilet paper and the crack. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to fire off some skills here. Just some skills that you might want to consider getting into. First skill. All right. First up, back up. In Boy Scouts, merit badges are skills. So every merit badge you earned, you've proved that you have the skill for that merit badge. Okay. First skill, first aid.
Mm-hmm. Basic first aid.
All right. And there are multiple levels. That's a multiple level skill one. In Boy Scouts, you have first aid. Then you have wilderness first aid. And then you can go get certified elsewhere, something even higher, But wilderness first aid includes your CPR multimedia Red Cross card. All right. Now another skill is going to be orienteering. Reading a map and using a compass and knowing to find out, okay, I need to go over there and be able to use the compass. Everything. All right, that hillside there is 2.4 miles away. Orienteering.
At 27.9 degrees.
Yeah. At a 3-degree elevation incline. So you know you're going uphill. All right, Laura, have a good night. Thanks for coming in. Oh, I almost forgot. Oh, I can do it. I can do it here. Hang on. I got to get over here. I can do it here because I just checked it beforehand. If it's going to, all right, here we go. All right. It's going to do it. It's going to do it. All right, there we go. Boom. It should be coming up here in a second. There we go. All right. 5 memberships have just been gifted. And let's see. Tennessee Tactical 1 grabbed one. Aideneer got one. R2D2 got one. Miss Sharon got one. And Butch Graves got one. All right. So we got 5 new members. Now those memberships are good for 30 days and then they expire. They are freebie introduction memberships. So take this opportunity after the live stream tomorrow, whenever you want to. Go back to the channel, go to the playlist, see members only playlist, watch some of the stuff that is for this members only. There's even some training videos in there. All right. Okay. First aid. I'm just thinking of the Boy Scouts. Oh, swimming. How many people know how to swim?
Yay.
How many people have forgotten how to swim over the last?
It's like riding a bicycle. You fall in the water. If you don't paddle, you die.
Yeah. All right. Now, in scouting, it goes hand in hand. You had to earn the first aid merit badge first, then the swimming merit badge, then you can earn the life-saving merit badge.
Mm-hmm. And then canoeing and rowing and.
Yeah, and that's at boat work. How many people know how to go out and work a boat on a lake or a stream or a river to get stuff? If in a SHTF, no, forget SHTF, that's small potatoes. Tawaki situation where it's going to, the government is failed and federal government's not expected to be returning for 5 or 10 years because there's no way to communicate to organize the federal government. And it's going to be 20 to 30 years before stuff starts really recovering. And there he is, Tennessee Tactical 1. Hey, Jeremy. And he says, for me, the new skill is gardening. He's like Steve, of course, they're trainers, learning gardening over the last several years. Yeah.
I'm still learning gardening.
Yeah. All right. So we're learning how to either in a kayak, a rowboat, any type of boat, sailboat, all merit badge skills from Boy Scouts to navigate across the river. If, say, the bridges come down across the Mississippi, those people know how to do boats are going to be raking it in, building a barge that goes back and forth, be able to transport people for pay and goods and stuff like that. Teresa, and let's see, make sure I'm not missing anybody else here. There, but then there's also just out on a lake or if you're on the coast, being able to go out and do sea fishing. Great Lakes, going fishing up there, so there's other skills right there. And that can also be a hobby skill too. Going out and do hobby skills, going out fishing and doing stuff and just, right now, because you're not going to be harvesting a bunch of fish, but you're going to learn where all the fish are at by going out as a hobby fishing. Oh, let's see. Yes. Like, remember Lake Erie? It was put in to move supplies from, the Erie Canal was put in from Lake Erie down to New York to move stuff.
When they say a bad day of fishing is better than a good day at work.
I'd say a bad day hunting is better than a good day at work. Yeah, so I want to go out and get a little bit more exercise.
And learn what you did wrong and then do it better the next time.
Yeah. Yeah, mountain climbing, hiking, camping, living outdoors, knot tying, making fish tacos, knife sharpening. Good one, check out. Yeah. Not just, not, all right, more than that. All right, so sharpening your small knives, sharpening your machetes and stuff, sharpening axes, hatchets. Oh, wait a minute, sharpening the size and sickles. Because, hey, if there's no more electric motor or gasoline powered motors or diesel motors for harvesting the wheat and stuff, oh, it's back to the old harvest the grains and stuff. Foraging, yep. Yeah. Learning to make shelter, brick making, learning how to make bricks, learning how to build a cabin. Hey, so right now, what's a good show to watch for that? The barn builder one where they go take down all these old barns, repurpose wood, and build people very nice cabins. Really cool. That's one thing I miss about not having TV up here was watching that show. Hunting, primitive weapons. Hey, Lewis, how's it going? Right now, a usable skill now, archery for hunting. Because like in California, bow season opens some areas 2 weeks before rifle, some areas a month before rifle season. So you can get out there and you can learn to hunt. So you have archery, you have atlatls, you have spears, but bow hunting is a very important one. Using archery for not only for hunting but for defense as well. Animal husbandry. Oh man, this is a multi-level one on multi-levels. Let's see, animal husbandry for learning how to take care of the animals and breeding them and blah, 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 blah. All right, let's see. Okay, so chickens, yeah. Turkeys, very similar. Quail, guinea fowl, all these other fowl. Okay, wait a minute. What about rabbits? Okay, that's a different set of learning there. Goats, all the types of goats. There's dairy goats, there's meat goats, cows, horses, mules, draft horses, different than riding horses. And now you're getting into having to be a farrier, or maybe even to be a blacksmith to make the shoes that the farrier uses to put on the horses. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Learning to what natural herbs and plants are. Yes, there are lots of books on that. And I got several of them set up here. Yeah. Suture. Doc Bones and Nurse Amy have classes on it. doomandbloom.net or Dr. Bones and Nurse Amy YouTube channel. They've been on here several times. Learn how to purify water. Learn how to find water that's not contaminated. Learn how to purify it in case it has been. Learning how to store and how to classify the difference between clear water, gray water, black water, and what can be used and what can't be used. Field sanitation, yes. Trapping. Yeah. Trapping is another one. And in some areas, you can actually even now still make money now at trapping. Slings and slingshots, yes. All right, let's see.
So can you guess
Dustin's lurking.
Can you guess a basic skill that nobody ever thinks of?
That nobody ever thinks of, or hardly ever thinks of?
No, you think about it, but you don't know you're thinking about it. How's that? And you better always think about it. Safety.
Oh, yeah.
If you're not doing something safe, if you're just like, hey, I'm cutting a tree down. Oh, oops, I better learn how to suture because I just whacked my shin with an axe.
That's called common sense. You
Well,
can't teach that. That's part of the
yeah.
Darwin Award.
But general safety, think about
Yeah.
everything, assess what you're doing before you do it, so you're not like falling off the rocks and the trees,
Yeah.
and be safe.
Yeah, and part of animal husbandry is when animals are in distress, delivering, how to help save both mother and infant. On that, yes, yeah, and that's the thing is you got to know what you got to learn the stuff before you learn the stuff mentally before you learn the stuff physically on certain skills, so you can get ready for it. It's like, oh, I'm going to buy pigs, and I told my daughter, "You the hell you are. You ain't set up for it." They were talking about getting some pigs. I go, you don't have a pig pen set up. You got to spend months getting ready for pigs. That's at least my daughter does because they got a lot of work to do over there. Anyone that uses a horse as a food source will be shot in my book. Horses are too valuable to be using as food.
Unless it's a lame horse, and you got to make your decision.
Now, also, it depends. Why did it go lame, and how old is it, and can it be used as a stud? See, more information you need to learn about that. I learned that from my dad. My dad was in, was rodeo for 10. He was top 10 for 10 years. Tanning hides and leatherworking, yes, and it's not just cow hides. It's like Daniel Boone and his coonskin cap. Animal hides for shoes, gloves, etc. Herbology. Hey, Tammy, how's it going? Tammy Harder's here. Let's see. Soap making, yes. Soap making, This is one that's not a Boy Scout merit badge. However, this one here, rope making, is. It's part of the pioneering merit badge. All right, we're getting into something down here. Pruning. Everyone goes, gardening. Okay, I'm gardening. That includes doing trees. A little bit different. Trees are, I just lost the word. Doing orchards and stuff is totally different than gardening in the soil. Because this is permanent. These are permanent structure plants that you're dealing with.
Botany?
And so,
Botany?
No, there's some specific to deal with, not an arborist, but an arborist does deal with trees, but one deals with, food production trees. There's a specific word for it. Can't think of it. Kaylin will probably have it. If I get that scroll down to it, she'll find it. All right. Best say, cook raccoon. Things are everywhere. Hey, and according to Granny, possum pie is the best, Jethro. Yeah. Yes, baking will be in high demand, but to bake, you got to be able to have wheat.
Or some kind of ingredients.
Yeah. Some sort of flour, either barley, wheat, rye, something to make the flour with. All right. Teaching first aid. Yeah, good. That's another one. Learn how to grow and produce coffee beans.
It depends on your environment and where you're at.
Well, there's an acquaintance up in the Panhandle, of Idaho, where it's given the finger to Canada. You behave up there, that finger, not the other finger, and they have greenhouses up there, and they're growing up. They're up in elevation with greenhouses, and they're growing coffee. All right, plant identification. Now, if the other Tammy was in here, she'd say the same thing. Engineering, yes, how to do stuff. Acorn flour, and acorn flour is takes a bit of work. You got to learn about making acorn flour, otherwise you'll get the poison stuff in acorn that you got to boil out first. Uncle Al talks about it all the time, but yeah, so you're certainly going to do the acorn before you can actually turn it into flour. Yeah. Irrigation pumps, etc. And yeah, you know, here in Idaho, we have the Snake River going by us. The irrigation water we use here comes out of Snake River about 8 miles north of us, where it's the same level, and it comes out. The Snake River drops it up, but the irrigation ditch is almost flat coming down here. But as it's flat, it's got a lot of pressure behind it pushing the water still. Teaching, yes. Your ABCs, you know, your reading, writing, and arithmetic. Oh, wait a minute, that's an A. I used to make. I had a teacher say you got to learn your 3 R's: reading, writing, arithmetic. Going, arithmetic starts with an A. I was in deep doggy doodle for most of that class. He started by trying to make a joke, and I killed the joke. And then every time he did something, I was killing his jokes. Rainwater harvesting. Trying to become as somewhat of a weather person, which includes adding to your library certain books called the almanacs. It gives you historical stuff, so you have see what the historical pattern is, so you can use, okay, it looks like we're getting the same type weather pattern they had back here in 1987. So this is probably going to be what we're going to have here in the next couple weeks. All right. Okay. All right. Dustin, I'll pay $1 to see you do that. Besides leather making, you got to tan the leather before you do the leather making. I mean, do the leather working. Yeah. Yeah, ram pumps, aren't those cool?
Yeah.
And it thinks I see a bunch of small people doing small ones. Someone did one using a 2-inch pipe, and it still moves the water.
You just need to be able to obtain the equipment you need, the check valves and the shutoff valves and the pressure tank, and yeah.
I got to figure out my rainwater collection here, because I have for my rain gutters on the house and on the shop have heat tape in them because we get freezing temperatures, and the downspout has heat tape on it all the way out to the end. So I got to figure out how I'm going to make it so I can collect water during non-winter times without pulling the heat tape out, because that was a pain in the butt to put in. Oh, Jordan fires one across Dustin's bow.
Nah.
Oh wait, unless Dustin's going to go to San Francisco or a certain area of New York City.
The village?
Making compost, yes. People know how to garden, but they don't know how to make compost. They don't know how to make soil, not dirt, how to make soil. Allied Food and Forest Permaculture has several videos out on that. The Green Wizard has several videos out on that as well. And Green Wizard also has a book on it too. Yes. And besides that, also how to take that horse that is going to be so lame and dead and old that you got to get rid of it, and how to make glue from it.
That's what the horses are for, right?
That's what the horses, once they're dead. Once you're dead, they're no longer viable and they're dead, that's when you make glue. Okay, smoking meat and preserving. Yes. Oh, Dustin. Where are those movies at? Because I haven't seen them on your channel. Thank you, Teresa. Remind everybody, thumbs up. I guess if you don't breathe, you can't stop laughing. Yeah. Where we go here? Okay, 81. Yep, there's some information right there. And for these skills, you may want to you may learn how to do it once and then not. And it's not a usable skill now. But once you learn how to do it once, if you still have a book or manual on it, so you read back to, oh yeah, now I remember. I almost forgot that step. And you can learn to do it.
How about learn how to live without the internet?
Oh, that's a skill that Darwin teaches all the youth this day. every time there's a power outage. Okay, fencing. Fencing like Abraham Lincoln did, splitting the rails for fence rails. My daughter was I'm having a brain fart here. Well, not team captain. She was the club president for the fencing club at BYU, Idaho.
That's a different kind of fencing.
Yeah, it's just that's the other type fencing. Blacksmithing, yes. Oh, this just brought to mind. Okay, besides smoking pork, there are other ways to preserve pork to make bacon and other stuff too. And then you smoke or non-smoke it. You can make sausages, smoked sausages, non-smoked sausage. There's a whole bunch. Salt, salt pork. Whole bunch of different ways to preserve meat. MB Heritage Farms. Good evening. How you doing? Going back to a little bit about the land thing, about firewood, how to properly split and stack firewood. Yes, there is a skill to properly splitting and stacking firewood, especially the splitting part, so you don't wind up splitting your foot.
Feet apart, stand back, straight down, use a log. Yeah, fans only.
All right, for those that want to see King Poopa's belly dancing video, it's fans only. It's $3.99 for full access.
Yeah, you're gonna be going broke here shortly. There, yeah, Uncle Al.
All right, Dustin, we're gonna do that. Okay, let's see. Oh, checked off fires back. How much not to see it? Sewing machine repair and how to use a treadle machine. Yes. My mom taught me to sew on a machine that she won on Queen for the Day. It's a Netchi sewing machine, and it's in a big wooden cabinet. Top folds out. The machine, you fold the thing up. The machine pulls up. You fold that back down and lock the machine in place. But it has a nice big handle on the side, so you can hand turn it if you need to. And I tell you, hand turning is easier than trying to sew by hand. It's a lot faster. Hey, Chipper, how's it going? Oh, being a doctor. woodworking projects, how to make chairs, tables, cabinets. Yeah, rocking chairs. Rocking chairs are going to be a big thing again, guarantee you. Especially if they're made right with the proper curve. I have a rocking chair that is just so nice just to sit in, and it's all wood. And my grandmother bought it and gave it to me before I was married. She goes, "This is your wife's rocking chair." Surprised the heck out of Chris. Oh, by the way, this is yours. It's for sitting there with babies. Yeah. Okay, where are the dentist? What did I miss? Probably comment there from I was on that one. Okay.
I mean, we're talking. You're talking learn a new skill. That doesn't mean learn a skill to become a master. Like, I'm gonna be a woodworker and make a rocking chair. If you don't know how to nail two pieces of 2x4 together, you ain't making a rocking chair. Yeah. You can make a shelf. You can make basic stuff, fix basic stuff. Start simple with any skill. Yeah. Don't try to be the master. You're not going to be the master unless you got decades of hands-on.
And woodworking is one of those multiple level ones.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. All right. And things that you can start out as a hobby skill. When my wife gets up here, she's going back into her woodworking. You know, when we first got married and stuff, she was wanting to do this stuff. She has routers, scroll saw, powered scroll saws, band saws, table saws. That's one of the things I'm going to be using one of the Connex containers for is building her wood shop when she retires. Because we were making the Brio train track. We were making that for our kids because it was so friggin' expensive. And so I still have everything from making the curves, all the templates and stuff, and routing it and everything else there. And she has all the sanders and everything else, and we're just busy making stuff. I know I just missed some here. Night, Holly. Yeah, we're coming up on the time here, so let me hurry up and get through here. Framing, yeah, Deep porch sitting, yeah. Seesaws. All right, midnight. Have a good night, and I'm going to wrap this up here. Let me get over here and bring it. Let you guys know what's coming up here. All right, so Thursday night is the midnight ride. Oh, wait a minute. I need to look up here one thing real quick here. Okay, so we had 32 votes. 59% said yes, move it from 10 o'clock Eastern to 8 o'clock. Plus, there were 6 votes over on the community tab wanting to move it over. There were no votes on the community tab. So, it's going to the time will change on the 7th. On May 7th, we'll go to 2 hours earlier, so it'll be the hour before Cold War Prepper on Tuesdays. All right, so and Mondays as well, because it's already been over there on Mondays. On GrayMan on Camp the Compound. All right, so Thursday, the midnight ride. It will stay. That time will stay the same on Thursday night. Friday on Camp Patton Family Compound. The topic is check your receipts. Are you getting scammed at the grocery store? And so we got several things to go over on that. Got a lot of information on different things to check out or be aware of. Saturday, back here on GrayManPrepping for Saturday Survival. The topic is fast food, fast death. And we're going to talk about eating healthy and stuff like that. And checked out, just fired off another good skill there. Monday on Camp Pat Family Compound, the topic is canning pork. And we're going to have a few little bonus surprises on that one. And then next Tuesday here for Tactical Tuesday, RV solar. So this is going to be an eye-opening for a lot of people because I've been dealing with this with other people around here for a while, and y'all want to make sure I had all of my guns and all my ducks in a row before I whipped out the guns to take them out. And so that's what's coming up there for next Tuesday here. Let's see what I missed here on the stuff. Any last little comments? Everyone's saying goodbye. Regular wood carving besides cabinet making. Yes, that's the other one. Yeah, some really good stuff there. All right, everyone. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for all. I mean, this was a busy side chat. I like it when it's a busy side chat when we're getting information out there. I apologize if I missed anybody's comments. So, yeah. All righty. So hopefully I'll see you all. Well, actually, I won't see most of you. I will not see on Thursday because it's the midnight ride. Of course, we're going by midnight Rio de Janeiro time, so it's not quite that late. But all righty. And we did touch on a bunch of other comments. We did skills we didn't touch on, like his skill of freeze drying. So. Anyways, folks, we will see you all hopefully on Friday on Camp Patton Family Compound. This Friday is the last Friday. It starts at 10 o'clock Eastern, and it's going to go to 8 o'clock Eastern on the following Friday. So everyone voted over there for that as well. All right, folks. Remember, stay happy no matter what life throws at you. Stay safe. Don't go out and do anything foolish. Keep adding to your preps. Water, number one. Food, medicine, clothing. And like tonight, we're talking about, we had all these great skills. Pick 12 skills. Actually, all right, pick 8 more skills to learn this year. All right? And we will see you around. Take care, everyone.
Good night, everybody.